Welcome, Mountaineer fans, to this episode of Mountaineer Legends Pregame. You got me, Big Joe's, Brian Joswiak, coming to you from Southwest Florida. And on the screen with me is my brother, my partner in crime, all right, co-host of this Mountaineer Legends Pregame, Randy Cottle, coming to you from the Trilogy Innovation Studios right there in Morgantown. Looks like you're coming to us from the Hall of Legends.
The Hall of Legends, that's right, baby.
But that's what we are, Mountaineer.
You're in here.
Legends Pregame, right? Legends Pregame. And, hey, we appreciate you joining us. And, we're going to chop up a little bit about Mountaineer football and what we've seen, what we can look forward to here in the near future, obviously. And then, of course, what's going to happen here as we move forward. Rich and his program, man, I'm excited about it, as I hope everybody is. And, anyway, hey, before we go into this stuff, all right, and there is some stuff to talk about. We're going to jump around as we always do. This is unscripted. Remember that, right? This Mountaineer Legends pregame. We just roll with it, right, Randy?
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Right. All right,
roll
let's go. Punches. We got to roll with it, right?
Like this season, we just roll with the punches.
Yeah, and every now and then when you land a good one, it feels good, it feels good. So,
that's right.
Hey, we couldn't do this without our friends at Little General. Little General right there, man. Right there, Little General. Yeah. Little General stores. Oh, Darby and his bunch, right? They're just they just do a lot. They do a lot. They do a lot as far as business is concerned, but they give back, supporting obviously their communities. Find one.
Before you hit the hiking trails with your crew, make a quick stop at your local Little General convenience store. We've got the snacks, drinks, and gas to keep you going. Because every great hike starts with a little planning and a lot of snacks. We're proud to be part of your journey, rooted in West Virginia and built for the road ahead. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
I mean, I know me, there's a lot of competition, and because of, the relationship with Little General, I always stop in. Whenever I'm in West Virginia, that's my stop. And I got to say this with that. Most recently, I was just up there for that, what game did we win there?
Oh, who it was. It was your boy Dion.
Oh, Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado.
Sorry, Dion.
How great is that? Yeah.
Hey. Well, that was a good win. But anyway, I'm glad you did that. That's embarrassing. Oh God.
Oh no. Hey, listen. Hey, I think anybody that's probably listening, watching this podcast can relate. I'm getting to the point where, and this is sad. I know people's names and different things, and for the life of me, I have so much going on half the time, I can't even think of people that I've known forever. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
Oh yeah, but I'm retired, Randy.
Yeah,
I don't have any excuses like that. I mean, my kids are grown up. You're raising kids.
Right.
You got a great business thriving and growing like mad. You coach football. You're involved in the community. You're active. I mean, Trilogy Innovations. You guys, man, you guys rock. You're kind of, like I said, you got an excuse for trying to compartmentalize. I don't have no excuse. I'm retired old man, but all them, anyway.
But you're traveling all around. That's the thing.
I am.
You've been to Houston. I mean, that's the cool thing about the Mountaineer Legends podcast is like we'll go to the games, we'll host things. Thing down in Myrtle Beach. Yeah. You being at the Houston game, we got Texas Tech coming into town.
Wait a minute. Think about
week,
this.
Yeah.
I was at the Pitt game.
Yeah.
I was at the Houston game.
Colorado.
I was at the Colorado game.
Yeah. And now we got Texas Tech coming to town, maybe.
Wanted to go to the Arizona State game.
Yeah. I do too. I have a good buddy of mine lives out in Phoenix, and I go out there at least once a year. But because you mentioned my son, because those football playoffs that weekend, I'm like, I can't go out there to that game, So
I hear you.
Family, they take a priority.
I wanted to add something real quick about Little General, because now that we solved the mystery game,
the mystery game.
When I was up there for that Colorado game, I kind of I stop at Little Generals. I make sure to find them, and it's important to me because it is competitive. I mean, you see all the other brands that are out there that are doing the same kinds of things, but when you got good people, I went into one, and it was the one down at South Fairmont. I even shot a little thing on Facebook for the Little General group, and I was in there, and everybody's wearing uniform, everybody's looking tight. Everybody, I was asked 3 times if I needed help. There was a gal doing training on the cash register, and there was a manager working right behind her with her, and it was just a smooth, friendly operation. It goes more than just selling goods and services. It's selling relationships. If I'm a local guy and I got all these choices, what's going to bring me in the door? And it is
culture.
It's a culture. It's how you want to feel, and what you want to experience when you go in there. And I can tell you that in all of my experiences all around the state of West Virginia, when I stop at Little General places, man, it's consistent, it's real, and it comes from the top. And the top is the Darby family, and of course Greg, being the man, and it permeates down through his whole organization, and I love him. And you guys, the same way, man. Trilogy Innovations. Of course, we couldn't do this without you, because you're the podcast whiz. There's another thing you do: flop the hat, boom, right? Flop the hat, and you're the podcast whiz. Hey, I appreciate
put it here on this server,
There it is.
Files around and
whatever.
editing.
Whatever. You got it going on, man, and I appreciate you guys and you being involved in this thing now. This is the 3rd year together.
Yeah. And although I wasn't a very good wingman there, because I was drawing a blade too on the old neon, baby. Neon.
What a game!
Well, they're struggling.
What a game!
Gosh.
But that's it's all
peaks and valleys,
it's all part of it. There is peaks and valleys, and unfortunately, in the landscape of NIL and transfer portal and contracts and all that stuff, it's sometimes difficult to maintain consistency, or is it? If you got the resources and you want to keep people involved and keep people there, you got to be able to build, but you got to be able to hold on to, and you got to be able to bring in the right pieces. And
recruiting, I think that there's a good chance if that Florida State job is available. I'm wondering if he'll ever end up back down in Florida playing for old Florida State. I noticed that Noel, he tried Dion, because he tried to get Noel Devine to go to Florida State back in the day. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
Because they got to do their embrace whenever they were there. And Dion even talked about how proud of Noel he was and everything he's doing. And hopefully we're going to get to see his son next year in the old blue and gold and see what happens. But and while you were up here for that game, actually, I forgot to give you our intro music. Famous Amos Steel band. I forgot to give you the shirt that they gave me to give to you. We play their intro music at the start of every one of our podcasts. So shout out to
West by God.
Yeah, West by God. And they gave me a shirt to give to you whenever you were here, and I completely forgot. I had it in my truck at the tailgate too.
But, well, hey, that's all right. You hold on to it, and I'll get it next time I see you up there.
Right.
Which ain't going to be too far down the road.
Yeah, I know. That's right.
I'm going to get back up there here real soon. So don't worry. I know where it's at. I know where it's at. And they do great work. Amos Steele, buddy. They rock. I love that kind of music. And we thank them for providing us our intro, man. Our intro. It's good stuff.
Hell yeah. And, it's great.
Hey, I mean, real quick, and I don't want to beat it up because it's already way in the past, but the Arizona State game was kind of a bummer. Did you go? You said you didn't go.
Yeah. I had a chance to actually. So we do the Summit Society, and we could actually went out there and saw the team, obviously, and I could have stayed with my buddy for free, but because of that. But the thing about that game was, even though things weren't necessarily going our way, they fought back and they actually got ahead. We got ahead 23-22, and they just never gave up. And that's the thing. I think the biggest thing between the past 10 years and what we're seeing this year is the fight and just the wanting to be the best for West Virginia, right? Never giving up. So I think that's the culture is coming back. All you guys coming back with KJ and what he's doing. I mean, we celebrated the 2005 team during that Colorado game. Steve Slayton got into the College Football Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
So we're shining that spotlight. And now even with Pat McAfee and all he's doing, with Kevin Brown and interviewing him, and just I feel it. I feel the buzz coming back and the momentum coming back. I saw a post the other day. A guy said that he was like, I'm starting to get the fire back in my belly. Whenever we would lose before, it was like, well, yep, you just come to expect it, and you were okay with it. I'm done, and we talked about this before in the past couple of years. I'm tired of being okay with, or expecting to lose. No matter what, I want to have that passion in there and hope to win. And they did that tempo. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Not hope to win.
Right. Exactly.
But the belief to know you're going to win.
Right.
And that's the culture that Rich is bringing back into this. I just needed to tag that because they're figuring it out. They really are. Right.
Yeah, well, and after when they did lose, it's not like, hey, congratulations, you guys had a really good plan. It's, hey, we sucked. We got to get better. We got to do this. You think Nick Saban gets up there and is like, oh, they're just way better than we are. They have a better plan. No, he's focused on what we did wrong and how we fix it, right? So.
Did you happen to watch the post-game interview with Rich?
Oh yeah.
Did you happen to see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That emotion.
The emotion.
The not, it ain't that they were better than us. We didn't do what we were supposed to do when we needed to do it to get it done. I got this burned into my brain, and I watched it, and I was watching the emotion, and he held his hands up. Well, you can't run this far.
This far.
You can't. All right, now. That's my question. Now listen to what I'm gonna say to you, and you can ask anybody that's ever known me and what I am and how and I get it, but I lost you there for a second. My computer did something, but that's okay. Yeah. All right. So
you get
we can always second guess. And we can always bring up the what ifs. Okay, that's life. Once it's happened, you can go back and whatever. Okay, my philosophy comes from people that I've played for, and the way we handled the deal. And what I'm going to say is simply this: when you're down in there, all right, and you're close enough. Maybe you want to say the red zone, which is what the 20-yard line in
5 yard line.
When you're in there like that, okay, I'm taking points.
I know.
All right. Now listen. What I'm going to this is. I'm not second guessing this, and I'm not what ifing. I'm stating a fact. In my history, you go for the points, and I'll tell you why. Because your offense your offense is right there, and it's fourth and this far, or fourth and this far, and the goal post is right there.
Right.
You bring in your field goal team, you get your offense off the field. Your offense did its job to get you to that point. Now you bring on the field goal team. Field goal team hits it for 3 points. That's points in a hostile environment against a top 25 football team.
Right.
Okay? Exactly. But it's points against anybody. I got points. Now, if the field goal is missed, okay, you're turning the ball over where you were going to turn it over anyway. Yeah, but exactly. It rests on your field goals team. It doesn't rest on your offensive unit. Your offensive unit came to the sideline feeling pretty good. When you get stuffed on fourth down, wherever you are, your offense comes off. And number one, I saw the camera's on you, Rich. Rich was chewing his quarterback, which thank God Scotty's a tough son of a bitch and he handles it really well. And hell, he threw for 353 yards. He threw that late interception. It kind of sucked a little bit, but we were but we couldn't rush football. We couldn't rush a football. And that's frustrating because a week before, what the heck? We rushed the football for, almost 300 yards. What the hell happened? They're not that much better. What the heck? I know. So, but that's just me.
They always say you got to take the point because momentum is a real thing, obviously. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And it's deflating. It's like, hey, we worked so hard to get down there and come away with nothing. And it's one thing if your kicker misses, right? Then he's feeling bad. But if the team doesn't that's 11 guys. That's like, oh, crap. Yeah. Looks like we're being joined by Freddie. Boom Boom Smalls is trying to get in here.
Boom. We got to get Boom in on this. We got to get Boom on this. Hey, we're gonna get back to talking about that stuff. I got something else we're gonna bring up real quick, and the reason why he's available is he got any? He's got to get verified. Right, there he is.
Yeah, there he is. There's that face. And
look at that sexy man
you're on mute. Yeah.
Hey, unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Get off of mute.
Yeah.
We can't hear you.
There he is.
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
we
can
hear you.
Yeah.
Boom. Freddie Smalls, what are you doing?
Woo! What's up, boy?
Hey, you doing good?
Yo, the superstar last night. He saved the show last night.
Wait a minute. Where are you at?
I'm in the hotel.
Where are you at?
He's at the hotel.
No, but where? Where? In Morgantown?
Yeah, Morgantown. I'm at the Hilton.
And why were you there?
Yeah. Oh man, they had an awesome banquet for Coach Nealon last night. And
talk.
All the Richies came out. The Richies.
Yeah.
the big dogs came out last night.
Yeah. All right.
Right. Suit. Everybody was looking nice and splendid and suave in their suits. And it was just a great crowd. And it was just an awesome atmosphere, honestly. I loved it. Lynn Murray showed up. A couple of the old coaches came in. It was just like our old crowd, Bryant, that came in last night. It was just seeing some of the old fellas was amazing.
That's beautiful. Now let's tell everybody what this is for. Coach Nealon was honored in Morgantown by the Milan Pushkar Foundation, and he won the Milan Pushkar Award for community service for doing so much for the community, both by giving obviously support, always doing. I mean, we honored Coach Nealon last night with a great thing right there. And boom, you were on the panel, and I couldn't be there. I'm down here in Florida. I got some granddaddy daycare going on that I got to work with, but that's okay. And I couldn't be there, but I sent a little video up there, a little piece for Coach Nealon. But a whole wonderful group of people came out, my friend, and honored him. And of course, you were on the panel. Kevin Koken, Mikey Collins, Mike Logan, Hostetler was there. You said, and there was a plethora of other guys, both coaches and former players, and I'm sure staff like Shelley Poe was there. Again, honor Coach Nealon
Stewart
with
was
this.
there from Marshall was there.
Oh, Coach. Well, Nealon and Bob go back. Oh my gosh, their history is obviously through football, but then they got big time friendship. They were doing that Friends of Cole tour, and they've done a lot of things together in communities, and that's wonderful that he was able to come, because these guys are getting old, man. Yeah. I mean, Coach Nealon gonna be 90.
Yeah, I know, right?
Coach Nealon gonna be 90, but you know what?
They having them.
Hey, Freddie, can you do me a favor? The light that's behind your head, turn that off, and then turn your phone sideways. Yeah. So usually if the light's shining on you, we see you better. But there you go now. And then turn your phone sideways.
Yeah, your head's so freaking big.
There you go. Look at that. Now we see him.
Look at that. Look at that. Hey, man. Hey, man.
Yeah,
wait a minute.
I just wanted to get the emerald in there, man.
Oh, yeah, yeah. See that? Yeah.
Now he's in
high definition.
I didn't want to be left out. You guys got Mountaineers on. I'm like, well, I'm not going to be left out, man. No way.
You sport that, brother. You sport that brand like we all do, but we do it. I mean, it's like a badge of honor for us, because we got in there and we paid that ultimate price down there on that field and doing all that work, and and it goes back to that Coach Nealon. Coach Nealon brought you from South Philly, brought me from Baltimore, Catonsville, and brought guys from all over the place, and back in our day, we didn't have a bunch of stars and all that kind of rating system.
But he just went out.
Well,
yeah, that's right.
But he went out and found dogs. He went out and found guys that were going to buy into his system, be part of it. And if you didn't want to be, he got rid of you. But he always gave you that chance to buy into Don Nealon football. Don Nealon, the Don Nealon way, as you always say, the Don Nealon way. And it's either the Don Nealon way or the highway. And you and I both came real close to taking the train. But you know what? We were blessed enough and smart enough to realize we were going to be something part of so special. And you were the defensive captain, you and Van, and I was the offensive captain our senior year, brother. And it don't get no better than that. Right there, man. That's so tight. And that it all was because of Don Nealon and his 20 years of that service to West Virginia, and then everything that happened after that. All the people, all the organizations, all the things that he was a part of, letting his name to it, being physically or financially tied to it, but more than anything, being there for the advice, being there for all that. He's done so much and so deserving for that. But, like I say, he's going to be 90. So the 20 that he put in at West Virginia, there's a whole nother lifetime after that of service and community and love and passion for West Virginia and the people of West Virginia. And we're so fortunate to have that man. He is a hero. There should be a daggone bronze statue of him out in front of there greeting people too. All right, it's okay. Milo Pushkar deserves it, absolutely. But that's the house.
I have nothing against Jerry West. I'm a big fan of his. But what Don Nealon did for the community, let's talk. What we win is a community. We're a village, man.
Yeah,
we're a cult. Right. However you want to put it, the Mountaineers are a unit that everywhere I go with this jersey on, I can meet people from West Virginia that I've never seen in my life, and we're starting to have coffee together. We're having a donut together. We're walking down the street together. We don't even know each other, and we're sitting there, hey, you got any time? Let's go get something to eat. That's the culture he was talking about last night. But, Joe, the one thing I loved last night, he was coaching. He coached us up there last night. He said, hey, you guys, they said 5 minutes. You better let these guys. Anyway, Like you said, the kneeling way.
Hey, boom. How long did Mikey Collins go?
Yeah, that's when he went off. He's like, hey. Mike sits down and coach goes, you know you guys got only 5 minutes. Okay? And I'm like, that's the Don Nealon way. He's still disciplined. He's still about the discipline. He's coaching us. He's coaching us at the age of 50s and 60 years old. He's still telling us 5 minutes, guys.
Yeah, but wait a minute. I got an argument here. He's one to talk about knowing what a 5-minute window is, because I can distinctly remember looking up in the stands and seeing us being in period 14 for like 25 minutes. How many times did that happen? That
what about the repetition? Run it again. Run it again.
So 5 minutes turned into 25 minutes. All right. So, Coach Nealon, you can't tell us anything about 5-minute windows. All right. How long did you go, Boom?
I went about 5. I cut mine out because when Coach Nealon started, when the ball speaks, I'm not doing. I'm nervous now because the ball started spoke. But I'll tell you one thing, Joe saved the show last night. Joe's react killed it. He couldn't see the reaction of the crowd. He had people rolling in their seats. He had people crying, laughing. Joe's, you brought the vibrations, the frequencies. You turned it up last night. You had everybody leaving in such a good mood because you had everybody laughing. People were cracking up. And when you hit coke, when you got the coke in, that was murderous. That was murderous. You told coke and got up and left the stage. He put his hands up like, "What? Oh my God, he got me."
I'm sorry, man. I wasn't able to be there, so I did a video.
We needed that energy. None of us was good as you, far as bringing that aroma.
Let me ask you this.
Aroma, what everybody was looking for, and it came from Joe's, and you gave the people what they wanted. So end of this, Joe, everybody's talking about Joe's react. And I said, he's not even here to hear it. Oh, man, you hear Joe's tore it up. He just killed it. Great job, Joe.
It warms my heart because it was from the heart. It was from the soul. I mean, you and I got 45 years of friendship with this guy on so many different levels. So many different levels, man. It's so cool. And here we are, and I'm just probably glad I wasn't there in person because they'd have had to hook me off the stage because I'd have just.
I don't think they would bother you. You had it. I'm telling you that the frequency that you brought and the vibration, people were dying.
Beautiful.
Like literally, and then you lit all of us up. Coke and me, Mike Collins, But it was a good lit up. It was just so humored, so funny that it came off guard. And it was exactly what we needed. It was exactly what everybody was looking for. And Joe just brought that frequency, and Coach Nealon was rolling. He was in the seat like, oh my God.
Hey, as you say in the Army, and thank you for your service all day long, Boom, but as you say in the Army, man, mission accomplished.
Boom.
Mission accomplished. I'm happy to have been a part of that. I was blessed when they asked me to do it, and I can't say enough about it. But those laughs, those little jabs, right? I said, let me see, what can I remember? I remember this. I remember saying how Coach Nealon, went out and found guys and brought them in and developed them. Heck, look at Koken. If you look at Kevin Koken right now, he looks like an orthodontist, he's like an executive for FedEx.
That was hilarious. He put his hands up. Joe, he shook his hands up. He's like, "What did I do?" And he left the stage.
Yeah, but wait a minute. I gave him his cred. I mean, he was the starting center and anchored the offensive line on one of 2 undefeated teams in 1988. So I gave him his kudos.
Right,
I didn't take that away from him.
He was just laughing with it.
But now
he
you
was
look
like,
at
oh
him.
my God, what's that? He just cracked it up. I love when you said, and he goes to South Philly and find that gangster Freddie Small.
Hey, I called you what did I call you? A street banging thug. Hey, from South Philly. Hey, and you almost took the train. Now, I didn't cross that line.
Oh, sorry, bro. I'm still cracking up on it, man. It was that funny.
I love you, man. I love you. And then I got Haas. I was like, hey, Haas, just sit down, man. Sit down. I ain't gonna drop the F-bomb. You can relax. Because he always yelled at me in the huddle. You gotta shut up, Joswiak. Quit cussing, Joswiak.
I told my wife, she said, oh, Jeff is so nice. I said, yeah, really? You never been on the field with that guy.
Oh, no. Intense. He just didn't like the F-bomb, that's all. And
right.
I've said it a lot. All right? I've said it a lot.
That fellow was good. He was a great one.
Oh, how about when I told about Kralav? That was funny.
Yeah.
I remember that. I would go, I'd sit in chapel. I was Catholic. And I'd sit in chapel right before games, and we're running a little bit behind, right? And the priest is doing his thing, and Kralav goes, "Hey, Father, hurry the F up. We got a game to play." And the priest looked at him and said, "Bill, what did you say?" "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drop the F-bomb at you, man."
You know what?
But hurry the F up.
That's something Kalaritz would do.
I was there.
That's something he would do.
Chris Peacock can verify it because he was in the room too. All right. But anyway, then I said, I busted on Collins. I was like, hey, Collins, tell everybody why you're really called the Huntington Hammer. Anyway, no, it was all fun. The poking a little bit. I poked more at myself and than anybody.
I thought you saved the program, really.
Well, thank you.
Because nobody was that humorous like that.
Okay.
And you brought that humorous, so we were like, yeah, Joe saved the show. Thank you.
All right.
You made it worthwhile.
Amen. I appreciate it, and I'm thankful that I appreciate you driving. You don't like to fly a whole lot. You like to drive, don't you?
Yeah, I flying. When I was bodyguarding a lot, I had to remember Joe. You don't remember that you got me on that flight going to Virginia, and you guys knew I was afraid of flying, and y'all kept hitting the side of the plane inside. Oh! And I'm like, yo, what's that? Oh, nothing. And they kept Randy. They kept hitting the. Yo, what's wrong? And they go, oh, boom, it's okay.
Oh,
I'm going like, yo, stop it, please, y'all. Don't do that no more.
No wonder you have them fly.
Oh, they were killing me, and I'm like, and I'm really scared. I'm really annoyed. And they keep hitting the seat. Is everything okay?
You had turbulence in the form of Joswiak.
Oh, man. Hey, that's good stuff. Oh, that's good stuff. Oh, man, I can't.
Don't let them get something that they know on you. You're done, bro. I mean, like, literally, you're done. Because they're going to expose you.
Hey, you know what, though? It's all in fun. It's all
fun and good, man.
It's all love.
The Word of God says, and I needed to do this more, and I encourage you to do it more. The Word of God says that laughter heals you.
Oh, amen.
It's the greatest medicine for our soul as men. And my doctor said we don't do it enough. So every opportunity I get to laugh, I just let it go.
Yeah.
Because it heals our body. It's great for our conscious and our subconscious. They don't teach you that, but that's biblical. Yeah. My doctor's a Freddie. Laugh a little more.
Then I guess we need to make Joe's new nickname be the pastor. Right?
Joe, what I noticed about you last night.
He's the pastor of comedy.
What I noticed about you last night, because I speak a lot, Joe, you're a great speaker.
Well, thank you,
dude. Your words
and that's coming from that's coming from a professional speaker. You preach.
I told my wife, I said, he can really speak. He's really like, and he captured you. Like, that's what it's about when you speak. Job sucks you in and you're like this. And yo, you got the gift, bro. If you want to go any more further, you're going to win a lot of people, man, because you have the gift. Like, you really have that gift. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
You do.
Yeah, I love you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Because there ain't a whole lot of anything I could do. All right, I'm just saying this. If I got the gift of gab, go for it, baby. That's what I got, right?
Yeah, but your gift of gab, it motivates. It also motivates. You also
real.
You encourage people. You're great when you tell me, boom, I don't listen to you much, but one day I was strolling and you said you touched me. You didn't even know how much you touched me that day. You was like, man, God was speaking through you because that was directly for me. And I'm like,
wait a minute. I'll take it a step further. You have no idea, boom, how many times I'll catch it. And I'll catch it right when you're saying whatever it is you're saying at that moment. And I'm only there for maybe 45 seconds. I can't tell you how many times what you were saying at the moment that I hit it went right here, boom, right here, right there.
I'm serious. You're right.
You feel me?
Randy, I'm sucking all that in, man. I'm addressing that, bro.
But that's real.
That's coming from the consensus All-American first-round pick Kansas City Chief who shut down Bruce Smith.
Yeah, Bruce Smith.
I got to take that.
Yes, that's right.
Thank you.
He shut down Bruce Smith. The only game Bruce Smith didn't get a sack is because Brian Joswiak was there to prevent that.
Okay, and we got to give credit where credit's due.
I'm going to do it, bro.
We hit him with the tight end, but wait a minute, I had help everywhere. We hit him with 2 and 3 guys all the time. I mean, yeah, You got to take credit, Joe, because Joe, that's when your name became the big Mohawk, the killer. That's true.
Because he was lining up over you. That's where he was at. And he didn't get a sack. He didn't get close to Haas. You got to take the credit, bro. You were stuffing him. He got nothing. And we blew him out.
Buffalo.
Hey, let me tell you a real quick story. I don't know if you remember all this, but that year was 84, and we had him at home. And the whole week, every time I walked by the desk going into the locker room, one of them gals sitting there would hand me one of them, remember those pink while you're out notes, right? I'd get one of these and they'd be like, hey, you got a phone message, Joswiak. I'd go over and I'd get it and it would say, Bruce called. He's coming Saturday to kick your ass. I'd be like, are you kidding me? And I'd crumple up, throw it away. And then I'd get down to my locker and there'd be some propaganda in there, right? They had me so freaking stoked. So stoked. On Friday, right, we had walkthroughs. And usually it was right butt up against each other. So Virginia Tech's out there on our field warming up, and we're getting ready to come out to do our walkthrough. So they're leaving the field, and they're on the other side going into the visitors' locker room, and we come down the tunnel, right, because there wasn't all that fancy schmancy entrances and stuff. We come down the tunnel right there, and we're coming out. And I happen to look straight across the field, and there's Bruce, and he's walking. And it hit me like a thunderbolt, and I literally started like making my way towards Bruce. And then I started tapping into it like this, and I heard Nealon's voice, Joswiak, get your ass back here. And I stopped, and I turned around, and I went back, all right? Okay? And then game day. I don't remember this. I just know this because Dave McMichael, who was the tackles coach, shared this story with me. Game day, on that day, I'm like a caged animal. I'm ready to let the gate open and let me go to work. And I'm pacing and I'm down like our stands facing the field, and I'm down on the other end and I'm walking like in between the 20 and the 30-yard line, pacing like an animal. And I happen to glance across, and there's Bruce straight across me doing the same thing. So now we're pacing like this, looking at each other like this, man. It was so cool. I'm so goosed up right now. Oh my God. It was so awesome. And then we beat them on our home turf, bro. And our defense, of course, led by the great Fred Smalls, drafted to the Eagles back in the day. Come on, man. Give the Boom a lot of credit. Our defense back then in 84, until we got a little banged up, our defense was freaking off the hook.
Oh man, my God. But Joe, remember, that defense that you guys blocked that day, they were number one in the country.
Yeah, they were.
Because they had Jesse Penn and they had Lando Williams and they had Bruce. They were the number one defense, and
what was that? Didn't they have a linebacker? They was it Mike Johnson?
No, they had Jesse Penn there.
Jesse Penn, that's it. Yeah, they were.
Got drafted to the Dallas Cowboys.
That's right.
And y'all shut that number one defense down, and we beat them.
Yes, we did.
Only time they didn't get a sack. The only game that they didn't get a sack.
Hey,
and that's
like I said. All right. Hey, I had a lot of help too. Rob Bennett, Scott Barrows, Wolfley. I mean, we hit him with every piece of the arsenal we had. And when he was backside, you remember Bruce had that little high pitched voice. He's 290 pounds. He'd be like, "Hey man," and the ball would be going away. And of course, that's back in the day when men were men and we could still chop block on the backside,
right,
and do things, get a little gritty, get a little nasty. So it'd be the ball be way the hell over there, man. And I'd be down at Bruce's legs, and he'd be like, "Hey man, get on my knees, man. Hey man, get on my knees, man." And he hated it. But like I said, we hit him, and I had good numbers against that guy. I mean, it was like. In the years that I played against him, it was like 178 snaps, and I think that there was maybe a sack in there along the way. But
now that was that 525-pound bench press, breaking him like Joe's bench like 525, and Bruce was like a piece of minced meat, shattered cheese to him, and Joe was bench pressing, breaking his back. And I can see the frustration because I'm really enthused watching. I'm on the sideline watching Bruce, right? Because this guy is like the number one, if not he's the number one in the college player in America. Absolutely. And I'm watching him get frustrated. Joe's just sticking his hands in here. He starts crying. Yo, I see an All-American D1 number one player in the country cry to the referee. And Joe's is right. I'm like, yo, this dude is crying. That's fun, yo.
That's good.
I know what we are like, yo, he's crying to the referee. He keeps on blocking me.
Good memories, man. Good memories. And thank you, Coach Nealon, for bringing that together and making it happen. Hey, Boom, while we got you on here, man, how you feeling right now about Mountaineer football?
I have to be honest. I see it. Like, I really see the vision starting to manifest.
There you go. Because
I see some games where these guys look phenomenal. Well, they just you ever see you ever watch a rating like when you're performing music and you're in the studio board, the cues go up and down when the ranges go up. I see that, and then later on you're going to see the ranges stay the same, and that's when the sound is getting better. We're getting better, y'all.
Yeah.
I believe, I think for me, I feel the vibrations. I believe in Rich. Rich reminds me of Coach Nealon. There's no way that kind of coaching style, that kind of firepower, that kind of enthusiasm, that doesn't fail. That builds.
Yeah.
That builds. That builds. Like Coach Nealon came here, and that builds. It builds. I guarantee you, and I'm going to say it again, these guys will win 8 games next year or more. Yeah. I'm telling you. I see it. I saw it last week. I saw it in the past 3 games. They're peaking. They're starting. They're trying to they're in the figuration. They're trying to figure it out. And they're just trying to figure out. And their confidence is growing. And it's growing and it's growing. I am content about West Virginia football. I'm happy because I feel the spirit, especially the organization, the team, the OGs, the old players. There is a frequency that's up. It's up. You can look at the record you want. The record don't declare the frequencies of the unity that came back to this place, man.
There you go. Hey, boom. Randy was, we were talking earlier before you came on, and one of the things that we see is the fight to the finish.
Yeah.
All right. The fight to the finish. That's a distinct characteristic change in the culture. And that's that defining moment when you don't quit. No matter what, and bad stuff is going to happen. We know that. You can't avoid that in a football game or life. I mean, bad stuff's going to happen. It's how you come out of the other side of that moment that defines those moments. And what we see guys that are battling. They finally got some pieces. We finally got a quarterback situation got underhand, and you got a young guy in Scotty Fox that's just playing lights out football. Heck, he threw for a bunch, and you got things happening. We got to really bolster the offensive line as we move through this off season and bringing guys in and building guys in the weight room with a full year of Mike Joseph and his training skills down there in the steel room, which is where you build the player anyway in the off season. So this off season, and this will be Rich's first off season. I mean, they came in and they pieced it together over a period of 3 or 4 months. Those guys now they're going to get a whole off season, and now we're bringing in. I saw a big offensive line recruit that top guy that they're going to bring in. Blah blah blah, and he's a legacy player. Let me ask you something, Boom. I mean, and I'm not beating the horse because, it's all said and done, but, the last 2 regimes have overlooked so many legacy guys that, Rocco Beck should have been, our quarterback here in Morgantown, not out there. You got John Ray's kids, playing for Minnesota, Rob Stock kids playing over at Maryland. Those guys all should have been. And it's not a legacy player just because the guy played at West Virginia. It's a guy who's a damn good football player who's a legacy player. Those are the guys that we want. Like this kid, what's his name?
Kevin Brown.
Kevin Brown. His kid, his dad, Tim played for Rich in the early moments. When Rich first took over, he was part of that program. And so that's a legacy guy. And, this kid, I guess he was a commit to Penn State. And when Penn State went through their turmoil, he disconnected from them and we jumped on and got him. We got to have Noel Devine's kid here. We got to, those kinds of guys.
We want to get Chris Henry's son.
We want him. We want him. And Rich and his group is the group to do it.
I don't like, I protected a lot of famous people in my life, Joe. I protected the Mark Wahlbergs, the LL Cool J.
Mark?
Yeah, I live with these guys.
Big Daddy Kane?
Big Daddy Kane. I lived with these guys for 35 years.
Hey,
and one thing, Randy,
hold on. Boom's got a book. It's called Behind the Velvet Rope. Behind the Velvet Rope. You need to find that, and you need to look at it. it's this dude right here bodyguarded for a long time before getting into the military and being that and doing that route. But that bodyguard window, the stories that this guy could tell in a whole anyway, go with it. Go. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
What I learned is from that is that, I do get in disagreements with people and I just leave. How do you approach a person of status? I've learned through my encounters with guys in hotel rooms that I'm sitting with on their bed. I see their tears. They selling millions of records. They got the hottest TV show, but you don't see the tears that I see. They're crying out to me because they know I have this background of West Virginia, this competitive background. Well, boom, you play ball. What do you guys do? I mean, how do I handle this? What do y'all do with big games? So I'm able to really try to pour in their life. So I don't approach people like Rich. And I say it here, I got a son that can block any damn body in this world right now. A 6'6" tight end freshman and JUCO 6'6", Rob Bennett style, 225. And physical is anything. And the only reason why he had to go there because he messed up on his grades. If Rich get EJ here, there's no linebacker will ever get nowhere. He has this kid is so physical that he doesn't even block with skills. He blocked with brute strength, like Rob Bennett. There was a tight end here named Rob Bennett that I had trouble with. I had trouble with Rob Bennett because Rob Bennett's strength was unbelievable.
Yes, sir.
He was just some country hillbilly white boy from West Virginia who would just jack you up.
He was the number 1 rated tight end until he hurt his knee, and then Mark Bavaro took that spot. But he was the number 1 rated tight end. Well, wait a minute.
My son, you told me legacy. He's in the JUCO. He's a freshman. Started all games.
But you know what?
Plays with my fire. Plays with the Boom fire.
The good news is, boom. The good news is, tell me if I'm wrong, but if you go to JUCO in today's world, you don't lose any D1 eligibility.
No eligibility, but I don't approach them. He's already got people coming my way. I want him at West Virginia because linebackers can't handle him. Don't bring a corner on him.
Let's go.
I'm going to show you the link. He doesn't destroy them. He hurts them. Like they can't get up after he blocks them.
He got you, man. He got your soul.
He's Freddie Boom. The coach went out that one game.
Only bigger.
Yeah, and he comes to me and he said, Dad, I said, don't you ever let him put that fire out. The coach tell him, EJ, you got to calm down because we're going to get penalized. I said, don't let them put that fire out.
Right.
Don't let them put that fire out. But what do? I don't care if they penalize you or pull you and the coaches get mad. Continue to kill them guys. Hurt them.
Right. That's right.
And if that kid, I told someone, if that kid goes to Pitt, we're in trouble here because they're going to follow him. But if he's on the goal line, you score. Just go behind him. So I said, if he goes anywhere else and he meets us, he's going to give us help. So you talk about legacy. There's a lot of legacy
where he's at,
out
right? Right. Rich knows where he's at.
I've never even pushed it to West Virginia. I just don't expose.
I will.
He's 6'6" legit.
We got it.
Sturt was 6'4". Yeah. But EJ 6'6". Hell of a
that brings Boom back to Morgantown because you got one down there at Marshall, right?
We can get him now. I was like, he's ready now. Yeah. Like he was D1, but he had to go there because of grade. He's already ready. He can go in the game now and give you some punch off the ball now.
I like it.
And then he's going to get crazy. The Boom is going to rise up. You can't block. You're too small for me, man. Get me somebody in it. He'll start going off. Then the Boom comes in. Okay. And that's what Rich needs to get back to. Get those Brian Doziak, them gorillas, big mouth like Big Jack up in here. Get them gorillas up in here who challenges us. See, Randy, we had guys in our team that will challenge you.
Every day.
Yo, Boomer, what's going on?
Dude,
I haven't seen a sack. I haven't seen a sack yet. What you gonna do about it, man? Come on.
Oh, hey, what about? Wait a minute. Hold on. When we went ones versus ones in inside drill, and we did that, that was so violent. That was I couldn't wait to get to a game because our practices were so competitive. Yeah. Our practices were so brutal. And we would get in fights. We'd physically get in fights and pushing and shoving matches all the time. But then we'd go in the locker room and love on each other and hang out on Sundays and make a big pot of sauce.
We go to dime night. Remember dime night?
Go to dime
night down Fat Daddy.
Oh,
dime night. A quarter beer on dime night.
Oh yeah, drinking with Lincoln. Oh yeah, and hang out together and love on each other. Be out on the dance floor. Stevie be spinning all that 80s music. Come on, man.
Those I gotta bring this
those locker rooms.
All right, guys, I gotta actually have to pop off. I'll let you guys keep going, and if you can keep talking about it, I'll have you guys recording. But I have to run real quick for a meeting. So
are you out?
You guys keep going. Yeah. You guys can keep going though. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Will it shut off automatically?
Yeah, no, yeah, you're good. Yeah.
We've been.
I'm
going
so sorry. I have to go. Yeah,
that's all right.
You guys go ahead.
Hey,
but you guys can talk about ASU and everything. I apologize that I have to pop off.
Hey, hold on. Yeah, we've been going. Hey, we're good. Yeah. We're good. Yeah. We've talked. We've chopped. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna sign off. Everybody's gonna go their ways. All right, we got an off week. I can predict this. I guarantee a win this weekend.
Yes.
We will beat.
We're not losing this weekend.
We win this weekend, y'all.
And
we win this weekend.
Exactly.
Texas Tech, we got a big chance there. What a great stage. But at the end of the day, hey, I'm glad we're not going to a bowl. We need to go right to work and get this thing righted and pushed forward. Boom. Thank you for being part of this talk today. You made me smile a lot. I love you, brother. Safe travels. Safe travels.
Randy, be good, bro.
Co-host, my brother from another mother. Hey, thank you for your time and I appreciate you. Keep that smile going. And hey, Mountaineer Legends pregame
next week.
We'll do this again next week.
Game. Absolutely.
Go Mountaineers.
Thanks, guys.
Right on.
Appreciate it. All right.
Take care.
Later.
All right.
Thanks, Boom.
Yeah.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. From trail snacks to cold drinks and the fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride, rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.